Josie and the Pussycats is a 2001 comedy film directed by Harry Elfont and Deborah Kaplan about the titular band's rise to fame in the music business. The group is made up of Josie on guitar, played by Rachel Lee Cook, on drums is Melody, played by Terry Reid, Rosario Dawson is Val, playing the bass. This small-town group of friends has big dreams, but a seemingly small future. The film opens with a plane crash leading to the death of the world's most popular boy band, Du Jour, leaving the record company scrambling to find a new act to follow in their footsteps. The band manager, Wyatt, is given the task and quickly stumbles upon the Pussycats, who immediately sign them for a life-changing contract. The band is met with immediate success, becoming the #1 band in the country seemingly overnight. But as their fame rises, the friends start to be pulled apart. Things escalate not only when Melody and Val are almost murdered by Carson Daly, when it is revealed that the record company is pushing Josie to go solo. As the biggest concert of their career approaches, the band nearly breaks up until it is discovered that the exclusive headsets everyone watching is wearing are in fact mind control devices. After destroying its transmitter, the band goes on stage, facing an audience now free of the machine. They play for them as if it was the first time. Everyone falls in love all over again, but this time for real. Now an unquestionable success, the Pussycats learn that their friendship is the most important thing of all. Now, what if I told you this film is also a satire of capitalism and the rampant corporate-controlled commercialism that would make Karl Marx spin in his grave from either laughter or rage? I haven't quite decided. You see, the record company is using their mind control devices not only to make the band popular, but to sell, literally, everything. And I mean everything, from brands like Target to the color orange to new slang, to the idea that their CEO Fiona is actually really, really cool and everyone should want to be her friend. This is commodity fetishism at its best. To quote Karl Marx, the products of labor, within which it appears, have absolutely no connection with the physical nature of the commodity and the material relations arising out of this. It is nothing but the defined social relation between men themselves, which assumes here, for them, a fantastic form of relation between things. Everything in this movie is turned into a commodity, even reflected in the production design, as every set is floor-to-ceiling logos and corporate brands, as if every space was a booth at a trade show. The movie is even aware that it is a product itself, as the characters make jokes directly to the audience. Nothing in this film is made to last, including the Pussycats, which is why the film is also balanced out by the trio's emotional storyline about friendship. Genuine friendships are the opposite of products being sold. They are made to last, they are authentic, and you actually need them. Now, I think this message is very socially significant today, as capitalism is kind of destroying all of society, from planned obsolescence to the privatization of government services to AI slop to the growing wage gap. We are like being eaten alive by a system that has no interest in serving us, only serving its bottom line. And like many great satires before it, Josie and the Pussycats and its message completely went over nearly everyone's heads as the movie bombed really hard. And to quote Roger Ebert's review, "This movie is a would-be comedy about prefab bands and commercial sponsorship, which may mean the movie's own plugs for Coke, Target, Starbucks, Motorola, and Evian are part of the joke." And yeah, man, that is the joke. The film was simply smarter than they were giving it credit for its overtness. Part of what Ebert is saying is that the advertisements in the film are still advertisements, and I would argue that seeing a Target-branded plane makes me say, yeah, they're the kind of company that shoves that logo down my throat at every possible second, and I don't know, I guess I think that's just a bad thing. Even one of the movie's stars would agree with me. To quote Breckin Meyer, the movie was way ahead of its time. When the movie came out, there were reviews that basically said, how can this movie claim it's a satire about all the materialistic stuff, and these corporations have product replacement, and the whole movie's filled with them? They literally didn't get it. Look, as much as I love this film, and I'm glad that it's finally achieved some sort of cult status, I will admit it easily goes at the bottom of the skyscraper. It's a very good baby's first Marxist critique, but the kind of person who can look past the text and see what the film is saying is probably not the kind of person who needs to hear this message. The kind of person who would merely dismiss the film as a piece of bubblegum pop are exactly the kind of person who missed the message of Starship Troopers and be lining up for one of those mind control headsets. Which is why I wanted to talk about the movie, because maybe one of you will check out the movie with a younger sibling and have a discussion about what it means afterwards. When it comes to improvement, I really don't have an answer. When it comes to inspiration, I can't say enough. Josie and the Pussycats is the kind of film that sneaks its message in and doesn't hit you over the head with it, gives you a spoonful of sugar to help the medicine go down. It's the kind of film that on a second viewing makes you realize it's smarter than you were. To quote Connor Reed, Josie and the Pussycats, it has earned a spot besides the likes of Legally Blonde in the Y2K fluff that's actually really great pantheon. And I couldn't agree more. I know at least one person personally who became a lawyer because of Legally Blonde. So maybe, just maybe, One day, a little girl will see this movie and be inspired to be the anti-capitalist punk rock prom queen this country desperately needs to lead the way. Thanks for listening.
I'm a punk rock prom queen.